Wednesday, the 24th. Oh, they're starting on Wednesday, the 24th. So get your information, get your properties listed so you can start, promoting your Twilight Open. That's it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And now that we're recording, I guess I should say good morning and welcome to Live from Western New York. It was a little bit of a late start there, but that's okay, because for our main speaker, Adam, who everyone's waiting to hear, as it relates to, video marketing and some exciting ideas that he has that he's going to share, let's turn it right over to Adam without further delay. So good morning, Adam.
Good morning, everyone out there in Hanaland. I'm going to share my screen here. While I'm doing that, I do have one shameless plug that this Saturday, so everybody that is in Buffalo driving over to see the PGA, you can stop in at the Brockport location for our grand reopening. I know we were highlighted here a few weeks ago, and we got a quick tour of the office, but we're going to be here for a ribbon cutting ceremony and food, and get to see the office and some fellowship. So feel free to stop out 10 to 3 on Saturday to the Brockport location. So on to video and real estate. So the name of the game is being top of mind. And I don't think there are enough agents, especially in our area, that are using video in order to stay top of mind or communicate with their sphere. Why? Well, they seem to be intimidated most of the time. So now the caveat being here, this is just one perspective. There's lots of people who have lots of information about video. This is just kind of what I've been tooling around here with for the last few weeks. So did you know that over 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube daily? So my question to you is, why aren't you one of them? If you're on Western New York, I'm sure that you're going to be one of those on YouTube, but is your business on YouTube? Why aren't you, if there are this many videos being watched, why aren't you one of them? So here are the stats, here are the numbers. Listings that use video receive 403% more inquiries than listings that do not. 403%. This isn't just some random statistic. This is from NAR. Videos, they drive 157% more traffic to your website. So got to get them to your website. The best way, 150% more better than other avenues, is by using a video. So you have to get your videos out there, and it's going to drive traffic to your website, to your Howard Hanna IDX page, and it's going to make people search for homes on your page, and all of those leads are going to come to you. Customers that do that, customers that spend 10 times more time on a website that offer virtual tours. So, and my caveat for that is virtual tour is not, stills that are being, moved through a little bit of a show. We're talking about people walking through the house and showing video, whether it's you doing it yourself or whether you've hired a production company to do that for you. Home shoppers, for our buyer's agents. Home shoppers viewing videos are 174% more likely to actually purchase. I know that a lot of what we have to do as buyer agents is kind of sift through and see who are serious buyers, who, because buyers are liars. So people that, if we're using videos, I know that they're a lot more likely, significantly more likely to actually purchase. And then video on social media generates 12 times more shares than text and images combined. And I know that a lot of us spent a lot of time putting pretty, happy Mother's Day, a lot of posts yesterday, and we have Agent Icon that has a lot of stills, but there's the options in this program to have it be a moving picture, or you can create your own videos with a frame. So Agent Icon's a great way to do that. So let's think about this. What are we doing right now? We're watching a video. What are you doing when you're on social media? If you're me and you're sitting there and you're scrolling, all of a sudden I get stuck in these reels and it's something interesting. They're 15 seconds long. And all of a sudden it's 2-3 hours later. I don't know what happens. We're watching videos. That's what sucks us in. So why don't we use it? Why don't we use video? Well, it's too complicated or it's too expensive, right? People are nodding, yeah. I'm too busy. We're all too busy, right? We all have the same amount of hours in the day, but we all say that we're too busy to do this. 403% still sticks out in my head. I'm not too busy for that. I don't know what to say. I don't know what content to do. I don't want to just get up there and look like a fool, right? I don't like how I look. Oh, don't look great, or, I feel I had too much at Mother's Day dinner, or whatever it is. Or they're worried about agency relationships, or you're going to say something wrong. Okay, so these are a lot of common objections, and I'm sure there's a lot more than that. Okay, on to the good stuff. I have 2 simple rules for making videos. Rule number 1, hopefully this isn't copyright infringement, just do it. Okay, you just have to make a video. You can sit there and prepare, but you just have to make it, right? So once you make it, you just have to send it. So those are my 2 rules. Just do it, just send it. Embrace the ugly. It will be bad. You will be terrible when you begin. So you just have to love that. But you have a 100% chance of getting nothing from a video you don't send. So you can sit there and create all these videos, but if you never send it, it's not going to do anything. And believe me, I have fallen victim to this, wanting to make it perfect, wanting to look good and lighting and sound and all. It doesn't matter. You're going to make 100 bad videos and you're going to start getting better at it like anything else. So I kind of break things down into 3 levels here. So level 1 is the make it, send it that I'm just talking about. This might be a selfie video, like a check-in. It might be a Facebook Live at a listing or before an open house, or you're actually doing one of those virtual tours for your home. Real easy. Anybody and everybody on this call here today can and will do it. Level 2, dual screen to support content, what we're doing right now. So you can see my face, your clients can see your face, and I'm giving you information at the same time. All right, which is better than a phone call, which is better than a text, because you're getting to see my pretty mug. Maybe you're going to do something like a video CMA. I started doing this last year, and I have a 100% response rate from this. Every single one of my own clients, now I don't sell as much as I used to, but every single one of my clients that I have sent a video CMA have responded that they've gotten it, and have asked me back out to see the house and to catch up and to give them an actual value. Okay, how many of our agents, how many of you have sent out the BMAs, have sent out Hannah presentations, and it's crickets on the other side? Video CMA, 100% for me so far. Maybe you're making a how-to video, all right? And the same thing, seeing your face, and here's some information. And then there's level 3, which is the full production, that you're going to have music clips and titles and all that sort of good stuff. So there are 3 levels, and you can work your way up in these levels moving on. So what do I use? Well, we all have one of these right here, a cell phone. They're great. They have great video, really good audio, and there's a lot of easy software for editing there, but you don't even need to do that. What are we using here today? Zoom. Right? You can set up your own Zoom where you can see your face and have a presentation at the same time. And most of us have gotten pretty good with Zoom. Canva, like I said earlier, I'm a big Canva aficionado. I like to make things look pretty, but there's a built-in video creation tool in there for exactly what we're talking about. Maybe you're old school and you like using PowerPoint like I'm using right now. So you kind of integrate using a PowerPoint that you're familiar with Zoom. Then you start getting into some programs that are a little bit more involved. So I like to use OBS Studio to create a lot of content for my office as well as for my clients. I also use iMovie, and that's gotten a lot more user-friendly in the recent past. And then there's also programs that you can pay for called BombBomb. And there's many others out there that you can use that do this exact topic, but most of them are free. So it's not something that you really need to spend a lot of money on. So this is easy and this is painless. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to have everybody do this right now, but if you're in a meeting with me, you would be doing this. You're going to take out your phone. You're going to find a client with whom you want to check in. And I'm going to do this. Start a text, all right, with somebody that you need to check in with, okay? I'm going to start a video right in that text. So there's no production. I don't have to find it later. And I'm going to get here it is. This is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to say, hello, I'm sitting in my office. Oh, now I've made it about real estate. I haven't chatted with you in a while and wanted to check in. I saw, insert something about that you saw on Facebook here, okay? And I'm hoping to connect with you soon. Hey, Mike, I haven't seen you a little bit since we went on that vacation a few weeks ago. Hope everything's going well, but I did see on Facebook that you guys got a new puppy. That's so awesome. I know when we purchased your house that you didn't have a fenced-in backyard, so let me know if you are in need of a vendor for a fencing person. And I'd also love an invite to come out and see that cute puppy. Hope you're doing well, and I look to see you soon. Take care. Sent. Done. It's that easy. I did one thing for my personal business today, and everybody here got to witness it. Don't think, don't watch it, just send it. I don't know what to do. Well, I gave you one. There's lots to go in. Check-in video, quarterly market update, virtual open house, video CMA. We've talked about all those. Client testimonials would be great. Or you could be the digital mayor. Talk to business owners, talk to school officials, talk to town officials. 5 things to know about your city or village. All sorts of things listed out here. How much house will $250,000 buy in your city or village? Maybe you bring on your first PMC and you talk about renting versus buying, and you just do a quick little video. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to be highly produced. Video checklist. I do these with my clients now too. So now that we're under contract, here are the next steps that we need to do. I can send text, I can send email, they're not going to look at it. Every time I send a video and saying, look, now you have to be shopping around for your insurance, and now you have to do this or that, make sure you get this to your MC. They look at it and they get the things done, because video is king. Maybe you're answering questions. 5 biggest mistakes that sellers make that you don't want to. So maybe you have some of these things canned, ready to go. Maybe tell a story about a transaction, a success story, or a tough transaction. People love the stories. You put them in videos, they're documented. So there's lots of great ideas. So I've got different examples of all 3 of these levels. So we'll make sure that those get shared out to people, so you can see me making mistakes and some of my ugliness out there doing all 3 of these different levels here. But the biggest thing is just do it, just send it. I expect everybody here to help their business today and make one of those 20-second videos. It's not hard. Just do it, just send it. And
that's some great information. And I wish, I said to you earlier, we might have to do a part 2 to this, because there's so much that we can delve into on this topic. And I think that it is so important right now for our agents to embrace this. So guys, just remember that all of this is on, like Adam said, you can go back and watch this again, because it will be posted to YouTube. So if you want to grab a few of the agents in your office and maybe, get together, do something together, watch this again, listen to Adam's presentation again, because this is really good content. And I know this is what many of our agents are really interested in hearing more about. And one of the companies that you threw up on the screen, BombBomb, I actually did, use them for a while, and it is very expensive. And with technology today, and so many people on, all the different social media platforms, it is so easy to do it all, on your own without paying big bucks to do it.
I pay nothing. I'm cheap. I like to do things on the cheap. So most of what you saw and what I do, if you look at my examples, they were all produced for free. I didn't spend any money.
Right. I love it. And thank you so much for sharing, and
Thanks,
good luck with your ribbon cutting and your, office reopening, grand opening. And I think we will move on to Ken at First Priority Mortgage. Good morning.
Thank you. Adam, that was awesome. Every time I see it, I just, you provide so much more information. So thank you for doing that. And Lisa, the Hamburg, when I did the 18-mile creek hike, I thought it was one of the most beautiful hikes, and you don't really realize where you are. And an individual was sitting on a bench, and he goes, "Oh, go to the end there and you'll see a brown eagle." And I looked at my wife and I said, "What the heck's this guy talking about?" We went to the end of the trail, and here comes this brown eagle. I played the lottery. I did everything that day. It was really a magnificent hike. So if anybody wants to come to Buffalo, please try that. I want to just share success stories. We talk all the time of we're sharing product information, we're sharing things that are happening. So last week I asked a couple of our managers, Karen Cook and Kevin Horan, give me some successes. And these were like within the past 2 weeks. And I said, I have to reiterate these to everybody on Monday. We had an offer that the people put in an offer, that we had the people pre-qualified, and it was probably not going to get accepted because the seller's attorney asked for a 30-day closing. After several phone calls between the mortgage consultant, both attorneys, all the agents, they accepted the offer. We got the loan approved within 24 hours. And both agents was a Hannah listing and a Hannah purchase, but it just goes to the testament of the communication between all parties and working together. The offer got accepted, approved in 24 days, 30-day closings, piece of cake. Had another one, buyer, multiple offers. They kept losing their house. They kept losing the offers. They were referred to us for a second look. The mortgage consultant sat down with them and said, you can qualify for a cash advantage approval. The next offer they put in, they got it accepted, clear to close in 21 days. Another, if you don't communicate, you wouldn't know. You can't find this stuff when you're going online to get pre-qualified. We are one of 3 lenders that was chosen by the governor's office to provide a down payment assistant loan for the zip codes, 9 different zip codes, and they surround the East Buffalo. Those people, if they resided in those zip codes for the previous 2 years, could buy anywhere in New York State. And if they qualify, they can qualify for up to a $30,000 down payment assistance loan. We had Kevin Haran had somebody that purchased a home 75 miles away, was able to qualify, and found out that his borrower could get that. They closed, they received a $30,000 down payment assistance loan. So many things that can happen, but they don't happen without communication between the mortgage consultant, the agents, the attorneys, everybody. It takes a village. It takes a village, we always say, but we're making families be able to purchase a home and get into homes. So I had to tell those 3 success stories. I thought they were fantastic. They happen every day, all day. And we want to kind of highlight the wins, because in a market where, we're all out to win, these are 3 big wins, and all the Hannah agents that work together with our mortgage consultants. So we truly appreciate all that. Thank you.
So Ken, obviously financing is top of mind for everyone right now. So that's great that First Priority is doing such a stellar job in getting these loans approved and, cleared to close so quickly. I personally have my little niece who's buying her first home, of course, went through First Priority. She hasn't closed yet, but we did get a commitment appraisal done, and it's a Hannah to Hannah, and absolutely unbelievable. Here she is, a first-time buyer, and getting her master's this week, and celebrating that she was able to get a mortgage commitment within 2 weeks, and appraisal done, everything. So just goes to show. But as far as, I know you don't like to talk about rates, but any predictions or any thoughts on what's happening out there with rates? We have a couple of minutes. That's why I thought we'd just chat about, just for 1 minute.
I actually love talking about rates, but I don't want to bore people and talk about rates all the time. I think the Federal Reserve has overdone the tightening. So I think, and that's my personal opinion, that they've done too much tightening. We could start to see more weakness in the economy. And I think rates last week were the lowest that we've seen in the past 5, 6, 7 weeks, because of the fact that when they did do that last raise, the market said, okay, they're probably going to be done. Everybody's looking for the words pause. Everybody's looking for the words, when are they going to cut next? I think it's been overdone. We've had the highest, I think, Dan Head, who is my resident economic expert, the Fed has raised rates 10 times. And that is the most since the early 80s. So my personal opinion, we're in a great spot. People and behaviors are starting to change. I hear people taking contingent offers because they're going to offer higher, because people are going to get more for their homes. The values are staying steady. So my personal opinion, as we see weakness in the economy, as we see consumer prices come down and inflation comes down, we'll also see the rates trend that way.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I know that's a hot topic for all of our agents out there, wanting to hear about that every week. So thank you. And next we have, let's see, we have, when we get to the next slide, yes. Howard Hannah's doing a stroll for strong. And obviously Sunday, June 4th, you can see it on here. Here's the QR code if you're interested in registering for it. They have children's activities. I don't know if Kathy wants to jump in and share anything else, but sounds like a lot of fun. And next we have also our education. And one of them that looks real, I know Rochester's Tech Tuesday already occurred on the 9th, but Buffalo has one on 5/16 tomorrow from 1 till 3. Bring your laptops, and it's just contact management, which is so important, especially if you're going to be doing some video. And of course, we have our Fast Start ongoing as well, and one in Buffalo planned to begin in June. I just want to give a shout out to Adam. You know, we keep asking all of you that are on this call to send us any, topics that you'd like to talk about. And I know that many of our agents are sending in requests to stick in the, in the area of technology, because so many of our agents want to be, kind of cutting edge realtors in this kind of a market to be competitive. Some of those stats that Adam shared with us, in my opinion, should be incorporated, if you're using video, should be incorporated into your listing presentation so that you can share with the seller. These are the things that I do to differentiate myself from others and to put your property front and center in the consumer's, eyes. Don't you agree, Adam? I just think that that is a great slide for your listing presentation. I know myself.
There are a lot more stats too. I trimmed that down. That's only about half of them. So if you're interested in more stats, you can let me know and I'll send you more stats, but there's also Google it and you can see what the stats are that are out there. It's impressive.
Great. Thank you so much. We loved your presentation. So thank you for being on. Thank you to Lisa for sharing a little bit about Hamburg. That was awesome. And also to Chuck and Kathy and Ken, of course. And we hope to see you all next Monday on Live from Western New York. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great week.